Charly, and I'm coming to you today from my locals community with your daily dose of business inspiration. Come on over and join me at askcharlyleetham.locals.com. You can join the community for free. You can become a supporter for $2 US per month to join in the conversation, to start your own conversations, to get support from me, to get access to supporter-only content. And of course, it also helps me to keep creating content like this, like my podcasts, and like my tutorials. Let's get on and talk about today's topic number 138, building a personal brand for professional success. Now, I've got a couple of videos up already that are going to relate to some of the things I'm talking about here. In terms of building a personal brand for professional success, I'm going to point you all to the podcast that I did with Annie Yang. And how she built her personal brand and got herself a job within, I think it was 5 days. It's amazing. And she's got some really, really good information in that video that she shares with us. The other one that I am going to point to is storytelling with Gabrielle Dolan, or Raoul, as she's called. I've known Raoul for years, and part of her information is going to be relevant here as well. So there's 2 of my podcasts that are going to help you out here. But let's talk about personal branding and why it's important and what you can do. So the idea of building a personal brand is, yes, you have your business brand. I have my business brand, and I've got to say, I've not been great at building my own personal brand. Well, not deliberately anyway. Mosquitoes. It's nearly winter, and I'm still getting bitten by mosquitoes. Go figure. Um, uh, Not deliberately anyway, and it's something that I do need to get better at. But the idea of building a personal brand is that when you go out into the marketplace, it's not just your business brand that people look at. When you're on LinkedIn, you've got your business page and you've got your own personal page. You want people to be able to find you and engage with you, and having your personal brand set so that people know who you are, what you do, the types of things they can come to you for is that's why you want to do it. So what do you need to do to build a personal brand? The first thing you need to understand is, what is your unique value proposition? Understand what sets you apart from everyone else in your field, how your skills, experiences, and passions are unique and will add value to your audience. So in my case, I don't even know if I should be using myself as an example, but there we go. I'm going to. Um, I'm a great tech. I'm actually really good at doing the technical stuff. I can get it done. But more importantly, I'm good at explaining it, and I'm good at transversing that gap between the tech and the everyday person, the tech talk and the everyday person's talk, and not making it simple for people to understand, but taking a lot of the mysticism out of it. So that's part of my unique selling proposition, and that's how I can add value to you guys. As I sit here, I'm not even just talking about tech now. I'm talking about your business and what you can do, and taking all of the jargon and stuff and trying to break it down into really simple bite-sized pieces that you can understand. Once you've got those 2 things sorted out, you need to provide examples, as I just did, about how the strong proposition can attract opportunities and differentiate you from your competitors. So you've got to actually give some examples on that. And that's part of what Annie talks about in her podcast with me. The second part is craft a compelling personal story. And this is where Gabrielle's stuff, or Raoul's stuff, comes in. Storytelling is an important part of what we do as entrepreneurs, as salespeople. Whether or not you want to think of yourself as a salesperson, you are a salesperson. You are always selling. You're selling yourself. You're selling your abilities. You're selling your business. And it might not be hard sales. It might be it's probably very soft sales, in fact. But you're always selling, and you need a compelling personal story for it. How did your story make your brand relatable and memorable? So in my case, I have spent 20 odd years running my own businesses. Well, it's longer than that, because always had a side hustle ever since I was a young kid, like 16, 17. And then I went into business for myself. So, I've got a start of a personal story there. I'm not going to share it now. I'll do that later. And share tips on, um, sorry, share how that personal narrative aligns with your professional goals and resonates with your audience. So you've got to bridge that gap. You've got to make yourself relatable to your target audience. I don't know how many times I've pulled up a YouTube video or a Rumble video now, for something business related, something entrepreneurial related, and it's, to me, it's some dusty old dry dude there talking at me, or some young, energetic, athletic. Normally, it's men that I don't resonate with, strangely enough. Um, there are some men that I do, some men that start talking, I'm like, "You guys really know what you're doing," and I actually resonate with you. But it's the really brash ones, it's the ones that are always out there, and they're so self-confident, and there's nothing can go wrong. I don't resonate with them. They don't hit me, and I don't watch their videos. I turn them off and move on. Someone who gets very analytical about things, my brain doesn't work that way. I need a different approach. So, you need to be able to connect your personal story. You need to be able to connect your narrative to your target audience so that they connect with you, they resonate with you. And of course, you've got to be authentic. And it's one of my notes here is that you've got to be vulnerable in building trust and connection. Vulnerability. No, that doesn't mean you need to cry on camera. No, that doesn't mean you need to show that you wear your heart on your sleeve. But you do need to be able to show your target audience enough of yourself that they can connect with you. Because if all you are is this big successful thing, they may not trust you. They may not be able to make that connection to be able to trust you. The third and fourth point, I'm going to run together here. Social media, online presence, networking, collaboration. You need to be putting it out there. It's no use having a personal brand if you aren't going to be promoting yourself. So use your social media networks. Work out how you can deliver a consistent content strategy that engages across your different channels. I don't. There's a pause here because I'm thinking about how to phrase it. Some people say you need to be across all the networks, and some people say choose one or two and be on those. I take a bit of a balance between them. I try to get across all of the networks. There's one network I'm not on, and I'm umming and ahhing about whether I want to join it or not. Um, but I'm on all the networks. I have 2 or 3 that I engage on consistently, that I have a strategy for, that's where my target audience comes from, or I believe they come from. That's where I connect with them. The others are there that if they wanna find me, they can find me there, and then I'll direct them back either to the other social networks or my website. Most importantly, come and see me at my website. That's where we need to be getting our people. It's back to our websites. LinkedIn is actually a really great place to get your profile out there as well. Believe it or not, it's an older network. It feels old to me. It feels quite technical to me, but I do get some really good engagement at a personal level on it. And networking and collaborating, once you've got your social media strategy going and you start getting connections in, find out who within your industry, within your target base, you can actually work with, you can do collaborations with to get your brand out there further. Maybe you've written a book and you're trying to do a book launch. Get your friends who have written books or who are in your niche and do a book launch. If you don't know what a book launch is, ping me, send me a message, a DM, message me from my website, ask me about what a book launch is and how you might go about it. I might have some hints for you there. But yeah, if it's not a book launch, it's a product launch. Maybe you can do a joint webinar with them. Maybe you could do an interview with them. Get use your network to extend your use your network to extend your network, and allow your network to use your network to extend their network as well. So it's a two-way street. And then finally, measure, 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 and adjust. So look at what's working, look at what's not working, look at where you're getting your engagement, look at where you're not getting your engagement, and adjust your strategy. If it's beyond you, or you're just finding it too confusing, or you're just not sure what's not working, or you know it's not working, you don't feel it's working, and you need help, reach out to someone who can help. You can reach out to us. Again, DM me, come across the community and drop a note in the community. Ask charlyleetham.locals.com. Find a business coach, find a social media coach. Don't be afraid to ask for help if what you're doing doesn't seem to be working, or you're not sure it's the right strategy. Getting a little bit of help and spending just a little bit of money up front to get that assistance is going to be better than banging your head against a brick wall for months on end going, why is this not working? Okay, look, there's some hints on building your own personal brand, why you want to do it and how you can do it, and then get it out there. What's worked for you? What hasn't worked for you? Do you have a personal brand? Why, if not, why not? If you do have a personal brand, how did you develop it? What sorts of processes have you been through? Or is it something that you're just evolving and it just keeps evolving on you as you grow within your business, within your community? Come across to Locals, ask charlyleetham.locals.com and join the conversation there. That would be great. Please leave a review on wherever you're watching or listening to this. That would be fantastic as well. It does help our content go further. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. And guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.